going to stop here, neither. I'm going to go all around town, the drugstore, the barber shop, the hotel, everywhere. We'll get that 700.
The show depicted Andy Taylor engaged with the charming, quirky community of Mayberry from October 1960 until April 1968. Throughout its 149 episodes, viewers watched as Andy navigated not just the duties of a sheriff, but also his romantic interests. His relationships with characters like Ellie Walker, Peggy McMillan, and Helen Crump showcased his search for love, each encounter reflecting different facets of his character and the comedic dynamics within the small-town setting. Helen Crump in particular stands out as a significant figure in Andy's dating life, bringing unique challenges and developments that illustrate his personal growth and the complexities of romance. This dynamic is further enriched by a moment of regret in their storyline that impacted Helen deeply, leading to a nuanced exploration of her character's emotional landscape and her place in the heart of Mayberry.
All right, Floyd, you can march, but don't play.
Ellie Walker arrived in Mayberry to work at her uncle's pharmacy, quickly becoming a charming presence in the town. Her friendly demeanor and caring nature allowed her to integrate smoothly into the community. Viewers enjoyed her interactions with Andy Taylor, creating a sense of warmth that captured the audience's hearts. However, Ellie's character mysteriously vanished from the show by season 2 without any explanation, leaving fans puzzled about her abrupt departure. In contrast, Nurse Peggy McMillan emerged in season 3 as Andy's girlfriend. Their romantic storyline provided new dynamics within the show, and fans were glad to see Andy in a relationship again. Despite the viewers' affection for Peggy, the relationship struggled due to Andy's discomfort with her wealthy background. This internal conflict illustrated a significant theme of the series, highlighting how personal differences can create barriers in relationships. Ultimately, the introduction and exit of Ellie Walker, along with the brief romance with Nurse Peggy, reflect the changing tides of Mayberry's community and relationships.
I know different. Yeah? Yeah. It's a scar from a broom handle.
Many viewers remember Peggy McMillan as perhaps Andy's best girlfriend on The Andy Griffith Show. Initially introduced as Opie's teacher, she was meant to be a one-time character, but her charm and the chemistry she shared with Andy Griffith made her a standout. This connection was not just for the camera. Off-screen, there was a relatable bond that further endeared her to the audience. As the series progressed, Peggy transformed from a minor role into a significant part of Andy's life, eventually becoming his main love interest and even his wife in the storyline. Her character brought a fresh dynamic to the show and showcased a nurturing side of Andy. While there were other characters in Andy's romantic life, many fans found Peggy to be the most memorable due to her warmth and connection with both Andy and Opie. The portrayal of their romance added depth to the show, making it more than just a simple comedy.
I do nails.
Well, yes, of course, but,
Helen Crump made her mark on The Andy Griffith Show with a name that originally aimed for humor, but resulted in an unexpected twist. Her last name was chosen as a joke, designed to evoke the image of a spinster. This choice caught viewers off guard when they saw that Helen was youthful and attractive, a stark contrast to the name's connotations. As the series progressed, Helen became more than just Andy Taylor's love interest. She brought a warm, nurturing quality to the show that resonated with audiences. The chemistry between Helen and Andy extended beyond the script. Actors Andy Griffith and Anita Corsott shared a real-life rapport that shone through their performances, enhancing the authenticity of their on-screen relationship. Recognizing this connection, the writers chose to keep Helen in the series longer than originally planned. This decision allowed the character to deepen and evolve, illustrating moments of affection, conflict, and resolution that enriched the storyline. Viewers embraced Helen not just as a character, but as a vital part of the community in Mayberry, reflecting the show's themes of love and togetherness.
wait a second. I don't want your girl, Goober, honest. But you kissed her right on the mouth, Floyd.
While creating The Andy Griffith Show, Andy Griffith chose to approach romantic storylines carefully. He believed that such scenes should unfold gradually and naturally, allowing viewers to connect with the characters on a deeper emotional level. This thoughtful mindset led to script changes, including the removal of a scene that would have involved a near kiss between Andy Taylor and Helen Crump. Such decisions showcased Griffith's desire to maintain a wholesome environment in the show, reflecting the values and sensibilities of the time. Anita Corso, who portrayed Helen Crump, appreciated the way her character's romance with Andy was developed. She enjoyed the slow build-up of their relationship, which allowed for more meaningful interactions. This approach not only added depth to the characters, but also resonated with the audience. Over the years, Corso formed a special connection with fans. She found joy in rewatching episodes, reminiscing about the heartfelt moments, and the chemistry that lingered on screen. This shared affection for the show highlights its enduring appeal, and how its romantic elements contributed to its legacy.
For 4 days, huh?
That's right.
Well, not gonna hurt it to be off her feet for a few days more.
In the episode titled The Mayberry Band from the classic series, The Andy Griffith Show, viewers are introduced to a hipster character named Phil Sunkel. This character was suggested by Anita Corso, who wanted to pay homage to a real jazz musician who was her friend. The storyline introduces a sense of lightheartedness typical of the show. However, it took an unexpected turn when the real Phil Sunkel, feeling that his name was used without consent, decided to sue the show. This lawsuit created quite a stir, as legal matters began to unfold over a character that was meant to be a playful and respectful tribute. Eventually, the matter was settled for $5,000, which highlighted the sometimes serious implications of creative decisions in television. Anita Corso, who had aimed to honor her friend, was left with a feeling of regret over the unintended consequences of her idea. The blend of creativity and legal repercussions in this situation illustrates how closely intertwined personal relationships and the entertainment industry can be.
And now, let's hear what a typical housewife thinks about Foster's furniture polish.
Hi, out there.
The Andy Griffith Show is remembered fondly, with episodes continuing to bring joy to viewers, embodying the show's enduring charm and appeal. This classic series first aired in 1960 and quickly became a beloved part of American television. Set in the fictional town of Mayberry, it featured Sheriff Andy Taylor, played by Andy Griffith, who showcased a gentle and humorous approach to small-town life. The show was known for its heartwarming stories and memorable characters, such as the lovable, bumbling Deputy Barney Fife, played by Don Knotts. The show's portrayal of community values, friendship, and simple everyday moments struck a chord with many, creating a sense of nostalgia for a simpler time. Its humor was accessible to everyone, resonating across generations, and continuing to entertain newcomers who discover the series today. The blend of comedy and life lessons made it a cornerstone of American culture, and even years later, the lessons of kindness, integrity, and community spirit are still fellow tenant. The lasting popularity of the Andy Griffith Show illustrates how powerful storytelling can be, connecting individuals from diverse backgrounds through shared laughter and love.
I hope she understands.
Yeah, I think she does.
The Andy Griffith Show, which aired in the 1960s, remains an iconic piece of television that invites both nostalgia and critical appreciation from audiences. Set in the fictional town of Mayberry, North Carolina, the show centers around Sheriff Andy Taylor, his son O.P., and the lovable yet often bumbling Deputy Barney Fife. A prevailing theme is the simplicity of life in a small town, where crime is nearly non-existent, allowing for more profound philosophical musings and a focus on character relationships rather than action. Viewers often highlight Andy's calm demeanor and ability to maintain order in a mostly uneventful town. His interactions with the eccentric residents of Mayberry, particularly Deputy Barney Fife, offer plenty of comedic moments that underscore the show's charm. While some critics might argue that the show lacks substantial conflict given its lighthearted nature, many fans appreciate this very aspect, finding comfort in its gentle humor and relatable scenarios. Episodes involving the town's quirky characters, like Floyd the Barber, and the various town conspiracies, serve as vehicles for comedic relief that resonate with audiences on multiple levels. The show's episodic nature allows for memorable highlights that fans often cherish. Episodes like the beauty contest and the pickle story are frequently noted for their humor, as are the character interactions that reveal the small-town dynamics that many find endearing. The repetitive viewership of these episodes reflects their capacity to evoke laughter and nostalgia, resulting in a series that one can easily revisit time and again. The charm of the dialogue, combined with the light character-driven plots, often leads viewers to declare their fondness for specific scenes, demonstrating the show's ability to stick in the minds of those who watch it. Despite the widespread affection for the Andy Griffith Show, it is not without its criticisms. Some view the relentless idealism and charm as somewhat simplistic, arguing that such a portrayal of small-town life neglects the complexities and challenges that real communities often face. The absence of serious conflicts might leave some viewers seeking deeper narrative arcs or more substantial character development. Still, for many fans, the show's light-hearted exploration of friendship, family, and community is exactly what makes it so appealing. Ultimately, the Andy Griffith Show balances humor, heart, and a pint-sized dose of wisdom that resonates with audiences of various ages. Its ability to foster a connection with viewers through relatable characters and straightforward storytelling has cemented its legacy in American television history. For those seeking comfort in a simpler time portrayed through warmth and laughter, the show remains a beloved classic.
James Merriweather, who come in ever-increasing numbers. And on the other hand,
as we wrap up our look at the beloved 1960 TV series The Andy Griffith Show, a new story awaits just beneath the surface. While we fondly recall the heartwarming moments from Mayberry, the tale of its cast unfolds with unexpected twists and turns. This bonus segment dives deeper into the lives of the iconic characters beyond their time in front of the camera. Want to know what became of Andy, Barney, and the rest after the credits rolled? The journeys of these actors are filled with interesting projects, personal challenges, and surprising transformations that you might never have guessed. From enduring friendships to new careers, and behind-the-scenes drama, each story adds layers to the legacy of the show. Stick with us as we uncover these captivating revelations about the cast and their lives after the final curtain call.
Barn, it don't take much of a detective to see.
Jack Dodson portrayed Howard Sprague, the timid and somewhat neurotic county clerk, in the 1960s classic The Andy Griffith Show. His character was known for his obsession with local politics and his awkward interactions with the main cast, often bringing a unique blend of humor and pathos to the small-town setting. This role was central to his career, yet it also marked a challenging period. After the show ended in 1968, Dodson faced numerous hardships. He struggled to find substantial roles, leading to a decline in his acting career. Personal trials included financial difficulties and a turbulent marriage that ended in divorce. He also battled health issues, which hindered his ability to work consistently. Notably, Dodson faced darker times, grappling with depression that stemmed from being typecast and the pressures of fame. The last known information about him points to a quieter life away from the public eye. He eventually passed away in 2023, leaving behind a legacy tied to his memorable role, but also a life marked by complex challenges. Don Knotts portrayed Barney Fife on The Andy Griffith Show starting in 1960, a character that became iconic for his bumbling, yet endearing nature as the town deputy. Knotts' performance was filled with paranoia and comic timing, capturing the audience's attention and affection. Despite this success, Knotts faced personal struggles. His marriage to Catherine Metz ended in divorce in 1964, a strain compounded by his insecurities and intense work ethic. After leaving the show in 1965, he transitioned to film, starring in notable comedies, though he often battled typecasting. Beyond his professional life, Knotts faced challenges, including bouts of anxiety that stemmed from his upbringing. His relationship with alcohol was another undercurrent of his struggles. In later years, health concerns emerged, including a battle with lung cancer, diagnosed in 2006. He passed away in 2006, leaving a legacy of laughter mixed with poignant tales of an artist who fought to find solace amid fame.
Remember how I told you my daddy said one day I was going to get tested and he wouldn't be around to help?
Howard McNear played Floyd Lawson, the town barber in the 1960s television series The Andy Griffith Show. Known for his distinctive voice and laid-back demeanor, McNear brought a unique charm to the character, making Floyd a beloved fixture in the fictional town of Mayberry. However, this role marked just one phase of McNear's life. In the late 1970s, he faced serious health challenges, suffering a stroke that affected his mobility and speech. Despite these hardships, McNear continued acting, often appearing in roles that highlighted his ability to adapt and persevere. Offset, McNear struggled with alcoholism, which led to personal conflicts and public scrutiny, tarnishing his once stellar reputation in the industry. One of the most significant moments in his later life occurred during the show's later seasons, when he bravely continued to perform, even as his health declined. After The Andy Griffith Show concluded, McNear focused on stage performances, but found it increasingly difficult to maintain his career due to lingering health issues. His last known appearances were in television guest roles, culminating in a memorable guest spot on the show MASH in 1976. Ultimately, McNear's journey is a poignant reminder of the fragility of life in the spotlight and the costs of success. He passed away in 1989, leaving behind a legacy that remains etched in the hearts of fans.
Take that money and install air conditioning. Remember that?
Yeah. That argument's still...
Betty Lynn played Thelma Lou on The Andy Griffith Show, captivating viewers with her charm and innocence. Her character was the steady girlfriend of Barney Fife, providing warmth and support amid the show's humor. Beyond her role in this beloved series, Lynn's life took on darker tones filled with twists and challenges. After the show's finale in 1968, her career saw ups and downs. She ventured into theater and television but never recaptured the same level of fame. Lynn faced personal hardships, including struggles with depression and the loss of loved ones, which shadowed her years. Notably, she lived through the pressures of Hollywood, which at times left her feeling isolated, especially during the height of her fame. Scandals were rare in her life, but the struggle of maintaining a public persona while dealing with private battles created a complex legacy. Lynn remained private about her personal life in later years, continuing to be admired by fans until her passing in 2021. Little recent information surfaces, highlighting the mystery that often surrounds figures from classic television. Ron Howard's role as O.P. Taylor in The Andy Griffith Show captured the innocence of childhood, showcasing a boy raised by a single father in a small town. Audiences saw O.P.'s mischief and growth, but behind this wholesome image, Howard faced challenges after the show ended in 1968. Transitioning from child actor to director was not easy. The child star struggled with the pressures of fame early on. He faced a shocking incident in 1988 when his friend and co-star, actress Anne Heche, went missing for a period, heightening media scrutiny on their working relationship. His personal life had its own trials. Howard dealt with feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt amid Hollywood's ever-changing landscape. Yet, he found success, directing acclaimed films like Apollo 13 and A Beautiful Mind. Recent information suggests that Howard remains active in the industry, directing and producing, while staying involved with multiple charitable initiatives. Despite past hardships, he continues to thrive, proving resilience in a demanding field.
Only one boy can come in first. So good luck to all of you, and just do the very best you can.
George Lindsay brought Goober Pyle to life on The Andy Griffith Show, enchanting viewers with a lovable, goofy persona. Goober was known for his goofy laugh and gentle nature, securing his place as a beloved character. After the show ended in 1968, Lindsay continued acting, appearing in various TV shows and movies, but he never quite escaped the shadow of Goober. His career had peaks, like starring in Hee Haw, and valleys, marked by struggles against typecasting. Lindsay faced significant personal challenges. He battled a series of health issues and experienced the collapse of his first marriage, which left emotional scars. In the late 1970s, he faced backlash for a controversial claim regarding a film project that ultimately never materialized. Over the years, Lindsay dealt with the struggles of fame, the pressure of public expectations, and the difficulty of maintaining personal relationships in the spotlight. He remained dedicated to charity work, particularly helping children through various initiatives. The latest updates indicate that Lindsay lived a quieter life in his later years, remaining connected to fans through appearances and advocacy until his death in 2012. His legacy as Goober will always resonate, keeping the laughter alive among old and new fans alike.
Still the main cook. It's just that, well, on occasion, I imagine she's...
Richard Keith portrayed Johnny Paul Jason in the 1960 television series The Andy Griffith Show. This character, a sweet and naive young boy, appeared in several episodes, creating a charming presence that resonated with audiences. After the show, Keith's acting career did not flourish as expected. He faced numerous challenges in the industry and struggled to capture roles that matched his earlier success. Over the years, Keith ventured into various professions outside of acting, including work in real estate and entertainment management, striving to navigate life away from the spotlight. His personal life was layered with hardship, notably facing financial issues in the later years. Scandals marred his reputation, including a turbulent marriage marked by allegations of infidelity and disputes. At one point, he found himself entangled in legal issues that further complicated his life, revealing a darker side to the boyish charm he exhibited on screen. The most recent information on Richard Keith indicates that he has kept a low profile, with limited public appearances and few updates about his life. This enigmatic silence leaves many questions about his current status, reflecting a life that has shifted from the bright lights of television to the obscurity of personal struggles.
You tell him the sheriff wants to have a little talk with him. You understand that? Get going.
Andy Griffith embodied the character Andy Taylor, a small-town sheriff in the 1960 television series The Andy Griffith Show. This role showcased his ability to blend humor with wisdom, establishing a balance between authority and relatability that resonated with audiences. Griffith's performance illuminated the challenges faced by community leaders, emphasizing themes of justice and morality. After the show ended in the early 1970s, Griffith navigated a complex career, exploring more dramatic roles, and even tackling dark themes in productions like Matlock, where he portrayed a savvy defense attorney. However, his personal life was marked by hardships, including the death of his beloved first wife, Barbara. Griffith faced financial difficulties during the early years of his career. He also weathered scandals, particularly concerning a 1980s incident where an alleged affair was rumored, casting shadows on his reputation. In his later years, Griffith enjoyed a quieter life, remaining out of the spotlight until his death in 2012. He left behind a legacy of significant contributions to American television history.
You mean me arrested like a common criminal?
Don't push him.
Hal Smith is best known for his portrayal of Otis Campbell, the friendly town drunk, in the 1960s television series The Andy Griffith Show. Otis was a lovable character who provided comic relief while reflecting the struggles of addiction in a light-hearted manner. This role made Smith a recognizable face in American households, often embodying the balance between humor and the darker undertones of his character's alcoholism. After his work on the show, Smith's career continued with voice-over roles, most notably as the voice of several characters in animated series such as DuckTales, and the iconic narration for the 1980s Transformers series. Smith faced several personal challenges throughout his life, including battles with depression and struggles to find work in an industry that often typecast him due to his earlier success. His later years were marked by a decline in public recognition and bouts of isolation. After a series of health issues, including a heart attack and surgery, he lived a quieter life until passing away in 1994. His last known information indicates that he remained largely out of the public eye and focused on his family, including his children and grandchildren, who remember him for both his talent and the complexities of his humanity.
I could have been around back then.
Yeah, you're living in a pretty dull age now.
Howard Morris gained attention in the 1960s for portraying Ernest T. Bass on The Andy Griffith Show. This character became iconic for his wild antics and chaotic behavior, often bringing a sense of humor mixed with unpredictability. Morris's performance showcased his ability to embody the eccentricity of small-town life, making Ernest T. Bass memorable. After The Andy Griffith Show, Morris expanded his career into voice work and directing, contributing to several animated series, including The Flintstones and The Jetsons, while also directing episodes of various shows. However, Morris faced personal challenges. His marriage to his first wife, and later to actress and writer Alice Roth, brought ups and downs. Their early marriage struggled under the pressures of fame and financial obligations, which contributed to their eventual separation. He also experienced health issues, leading to a quieter life later on. The latter years of Morris's life were spent away from the spotlight, with limited public appearances. His death in 2005 went largely unnoticed, reinforcing the air of mystery surrounding the end of his journey. Last known information points to a modest life in Los Angeles, shrouded in the shadows of his earlier fame.
How would you feel about spending 10 and saving 40?
Alan Melvin portrayed Clarence Doc Mulloy on The Andy Griffith Show, appearing as a quirky but relatable town doctor. His character brought light-hearted moments, but also grounded the show in a sense of community and trust. Melvin's connection with the townsfolk revealed layers to his character, making Doc a beloved figure. Beyond this role, Melvin's career spanned decades, with him being known for voice acting in animated series like The Flintstones and The Jetsons. However, his life was marked by challenges. In the 1980s, Melvin faced personal hardships, including the struggle of losing both his father to illness and his own battles with addiction. Despite these issues, he kept his career alive through various sitcoms and guest appearances, showcasing a resilience that mirrored his on-screen roles. The later years of his life were quieter, but Melvin remained a cherished figure in Hollywood. His last major works came in the late 1990s. He passed away in 2008 after a battle with cancer. His legacy is remembered through the warmth he brought to audiences, both in comedy and tragedy.
Now wait. Now listen, Ben. A parking citation is just $2. Otherwise, it's going to be 2 days in jail.
Jim Nabors is best known for his role as Gomer Pyle on The Andy Griffith Show, which aired in the 1960s. Gomer Pyle was a naive but lovable mechanic, whose thick southern drawl and innocent charm won the hearts of viewers. Nabors brought a unique energy to the character, often creating humor from Pyle's earnestness and obliviousness. After his time on The Andy Griffith Show, Nabors starred in his own spin-off, Gomer Pyle, USMC, which further solidified his role in American television. After Gomer Pyle, Nabors experienced ups and downs in his career. He found success in a variety of roles, including performances in Las Vegas and on various television specials. However, his personal life faced challenges. Nabors struggled with anxiety and famously kept his sexuality private for years. In 2013, he finally revealed his long-term partner, Stan Cadwallader, which was met with support, but also brought scrutiny from the public. Jim Nabors passed away in November 2017 from health issues related to pneumonia. His legacy remains intertwined with his iconic Gomer Pyle character, leaving behind a complex story of talent, resilience, and secrecy.
Malou last night, right?
Right.
Watch this. Sarah?
Eleanor Donahue portrayed Ellie Walker, a vibrant and ambitious character who brought life to the small town of Mayberry in the 1960s. Ellie, a pharmacist, was known for her intelligence and charm, captivating audiences as a romantic interest for Andy Taylor. Her character, however, became a symbol of lost potential when the role was written out after just one season. This abrupt exit presented a sharp contrast to her promising start in the industry, forcing Donahue to navigate a challenging career path. After her time on The Andy Griffith Show, Donahue faced struggles with typecasting and personal issues. She briefly starred in other television series, but none achieved the same level of success. Behind the scenes, she endured personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage to musician David J. Ladd, which ended in divorce, leaving her to raise her children largely on her own. Additionally, shifting family dynamics, including her father's struggle with alcoholism and her mother's passing, cast a shadow over her life. Eleanor's later years saw her returning to television with roles in shows like I Love Lucy and The Love Boat, easing into a quieter existence. Despite the early fame and struggles, she remained a resilient figure, finding stability and contentment away from the limelight. There are limited updates on her current status, but it is known that she retired from acting and has sought peace, reflecting on her journey through a complex career and personal life.
Wrong might never come to life, at least not during my term of office.
Well, I guess you're right, Mayor. But I didn't give...
Frances Bavay, known for her role as Aunt Bee Taylor on The Andy Griffith Show, brought warmth and wisdom, playing the perfect maternal figure to the show's central characters. Bavay's portrayal was so impactful that viewers found it hard to separate the actress from the beloved role. After the show ended in 1968, Bavay struggled to find significant acting roles, which led to periods of isolation. She moved to Siler City, North Carolina, where she found comfort in a quieter life, distancing herself from Hollywood's glare. Bavay faced personal hardships, including challenges with her health and a troubled relationship with the entertainment industry. Rumors circulated about her reportedly difficult personality behind the scenes, contributing to a certain mystery about her life that lingered long after the show concluded. In later years, she acknowledged the toll of fame on her happiness, choosing a peaceful life away from the spotlight. Frances Bavay passed in 1989, leaving a legacy filled with both the joy of her performances and the shadows of her struggles. Last known details about her life indicate a solitary existence in her final years, devoted to her pets and local communities. Hope Summers played Clara Edwards in the 1960s classic series The Andy Griffith Show, bringing an air of warmth mixed with complexity to the character. Clara, a recurring character, was often presented as a down-to-earth woman who struggled with loneliness. Summers infused Clara with a blend of humor and vulnerability, reflecting broader themes of unfulfilled dreams. After the show ended, Summers faced numerous challenges. Several portrayals in smaller productions followed, but nothing brought her the same recognition. In the years that followed, she encountered significant personal hardships. She faced health issues that limited her acting opportunities, and while she remained active in the theater community, her struggles with depression became increasingly evident. The latter part of her life was shrouded in obscurity. Reports indicate she lived in seclusion, away from the Hollywood spotlight, grappling with her past fame and personal demons. Hope Summers passed away in 1979, and her last known details are scarce, leaving her legacy somewhat mysterious, and her final years largely unknown.
Oh, great idea.
Got the flashlights and everything.
No.
Oh, come on, Barn. We haven't been in there since...
Parley Baer played Mayor Roy Stoner in the 1960 television series The Andy Griffith Show, a character marked by charm and occasional absurdity. Stoner often reflected the power and flaws of small-town politics, serving as both a comedic foil and an advocate for his community's interests, though his intentions were sometimes questionable. Baer imbued the role with a sense of underlying tension, hinting at the darker aspects of leadership and community dynamics. After his role on The Andy Griffith Show, Baer's career continued in television and radio, with appearances on shows like The Twilight Zone and Gunsmoke. However, his life was not without troubles. He faced personal hardship, including the struggles of maintaining work in an industry increasingly focused on younger talent. Scandals were rare in his personal life, but he faced criticism for the typecasting that often accompanied his character work, resulting in a battle for diverse roles. In his later years, Baer embraced a quieter life, eventually transitioning out of acting. He remained involved in voice work, including commercials and animated series. The last known information about him indicates that he passed away in 2002. His legacy endures as a part of classic television, though the shadows of his character and challenges continue to resonate in the world of entertainment.
Hey, since Opie's going to be gone again tonight, why don't you come and go with me over to Helen's? She's having a Sunday school class over.
Oh, no, not tonight.
Denver Pyle played Briscoe Darling, a memorable character on The Andy Griffith Show. Briscoe, the patriarch of the Darling family, was a banjo-playing, backwoods figure who often appeared in the series with his quirky, traditional values. Pyle's portrayal brought a unique charm to Briscoe, making him a beloved figure among fans. Pyle had a varied career in Hollywood, often appearing as a supporting actor in westerns and dramas. However, this role defined him for many viewers. Beyond the screen, Pyle faced personal challenges. His battle with the consequences of acting fame included a significant divorce that left emotional scars. In the 1970s, he lost his son in a tragic accident, a painful chapter that deeply affected him. He worked through grief, but struggled with feelings of isolation. Pyle later shifted towards voice acting, continuing to work in the industry until his retirement. In his final years, he kept a low profile battling cancer, which claimed his life in 1997. The legacy of Briscoe Darling remains, a character forever etched in television history.
Oh, I'm just looking around a little.
Oh, I thought she was Ramshaw.
I was probably...
The Andy Griffith Show remains a cherished classic, bringing warmth and humor into homes across America. Set in the fictional town of Mayberry, it showcased the everyday lives of Sheriff Andy Taylor and his son Opie, played by Ron Howard. The show's blend of gentle comedy and life lessons resonated with many viewers during its original run from 1960 to 1968. The characters faced challenges, like Opie, learning important values, and Andy balancing law enforcement with fatherhood. The series not only highlighted small-town life, but also tackled issues like justice and community. Many from that era fondly remember gathering with family to watch Andy, Ampy, and Barney Fife. Did you watch the show as a child? What memories does it bring back for you? Please share your stories in the comments. Your experiences contribute to the rich tapestry of nostalgia that the Andy Griffith Show created for generations.
Hey, Barney, I think you've hit on something.